So for someone that's never heard of Crossbody Pro Wrestling, describe to the viewers what it's all about and where they could find where they could find to watch it, and if they're in town, if they want to come and watch it, where they could come and watch it.
So that's a great question, just because you kind of double layered it, because the reality is that anybody can watch this. We film every other Friday for when we're in season, just because we're in our second season now. And we film every other Friday. We film 2 weeks of YouTube television, and every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. on youtube.com/Crossbody Pro Wrestling Academy, all one word. You can come in and you can be a part of the live chat. You can come be a part of just watching everything live, like the premiere rather. And in to my knowledge, I think, like, and again, I could be wrong about this, I'm pretty sure it's the only weekly independent show that's probably out there, especially on YouTube. Like, I mean, I don't know that for sure. I know other people have YouTube shows, but like weekly, you know, this time slot, this like storylines, the whole shebang, backstage interviews, like character growth, development, like the entire thing, title matches, like intergender matches, like you name it, like, you know, and all of it builds up to a premium event that we air on like they get filmed, and then they air on Saturdays, like in the afternoon, sort of like a pay-per-view would, I guess. Yeah. And they're 2 hour or 2 hour plus events, however long we decide to go. And so there's like blow-offs to all of these great stories that we're telling. And, you know, the idea is to showcase Canadian wrestling, and especially like the younger Canadian wrestlers, because, you know, there's plenty of people like the dudes, I like to say, as far as like Canadian wrestling go, you know, I don't like to, like, I don't know, maybe I'm hard on myself, but I don't put myself like in that category. Like I feel like I still always have to constantly keep building and building and building. And I'm completely okay with doing these, like wrestling on these weekly shows for like, I don't pay myself for any of this stuff. And I certainly don't make any money doing this stuff, because, you know, we only charge $10 a ticket. So the whole goal is to get people there back consistently on a bi-weekly basis, and then for the like live events and whatnot, right? Like, for example, Sunday, October 1st, this coming Sunday, we've got AEW star Ortiz taking on Gabriel Fuerza in our main event of our 7-year anniversary show, which is a huge deal, especially when you know the backstory and you realize like that they both literally begged me for this match, that they wanted to have it at Crossbody just because it meant that much to Fuerza where it was, just because of what he's done for our company and what we've been able to provide for him.
Great talent.
He's the best, man. Like he's the guy right now. Like, you know, like I was just saying this in another interview today, but whenever, especially Ontario, and I'm sure that it's probably the same way within like Montreal, just because there's been so many guys that have taken off from there. But with Ontario, the guys that leave Ontario to go to a bigger and better things, it's like there's always this final push to get them the fuck out, where it's like they bring in, like, all of the people that get brought in get fed to the dude. So then that way it's like they have their run, and like promoters can kind of say like, hey, we had him like on our show against this guy and whatever. And it's like a resume builder for both the wrestler, the performer, and in the company. So not to say that that's what my thing is. It's just that, you know, Fuerza's done so much for my company. And, you know, I always just kind of had this thing with him where I said, if I can get you a dream match of yours, I would. And this just so happened to be his dream match. And it just so happened to be like perfect timing that we were able to make it on our anniversary show. So it's like this perfect whirlwind of things that kind of all came about and like organically to make this all happen. And if you're in the Cambridge, Ontario area, which I don't know how many listeners you have in this like area, but if you do, it's 132 Argyle Street North. Just follow us on social media. If you go to @CBPW Academy, but you'll be able to find us, and like Crossbody Studios on Facebook. All of our updates are there. And like I said, we've got some really cool stuff going on if you're within the area. But if you're not within the area and you want to check out what we're doing and what my like our vision of what Canadian pro wrestling is and our storylines and all these different things that, you know, have real payoffs for viewers that, you know, and I'm starting to notice it in the comments as well, where they're starting to pick up little things in season 2 where they're like,
I love
like this thing, like, yeah, because they've watched season 1 and like it's neat that they're starting to kind of pick it all up. And for the viewer that does pay attention, there are a lot of treats in there for you. So